After losing territory in Western Europe to barbarians, the Roman Empire began to slowly reconquer this lost land. Led by the charismatic general Belisarius, the Roman Empire was on the verge of being reunited, until a pandemic hit. Today we will learn how a pandemic hit so hard that it sabotaged the reunification of Rome's empire and opened the door to a new, world-changing religious superpower. This is Knowledge Voyage. But before this video starts, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell so that you can get all of our weekly videos about history. Thank you. When the Roman Empire split in two, the eastern half of the empire had always had the ambition to recapture the western half. This was particularly true because the western half was now controlled by Germanic barbarian tribes, and the Eastern Empire looked down on them. In 533 AD, Eastern Emperor Justinian launched a campaign to recapture the west, and things were going very well, as North Africa and much of Italy were reconquered. But then, disaster struck. There was a sudden shift in world climate, and this has been confirmed through modern science. Plague rats from Africa reacted to changes in the climate and extended their range further north than usual. This meant that the Egyptian port of Alexandria, a major hub for trade in the Eastern Empire, was full of plague rats. The rats spread all through the Roman Empire, and both the bubonic and pneumonic forms of the plague would take hold. The Persian Empire took advantage of the plague by attacking its old enemy, the Eastern Roman Empire, only for Persian soldiers to become infected with the plague as well. The Eastern Roman and Persian empires both suffered massive depopulations in their armies, making their border forts much weaker, and this made them much easier to conquer when Arab Muslims invaded them. As a nomadic people, Arabs were less affected by the plague than the Roman and Persian settled empires. What caused the climate change that spread plague rats into Alexandria is still not clear. There are theories from volcanic eruptions to a meteor strike, but whatever caused the Justinian Plague, it had several massive historical impacts. The Roman Empire could have been reunited had the plague not struck. The plague weakened the Persian and Eastern Roman empires critically, and the forces of Islam were able to expand dramatically at their expense. In short, the Justinian Plague destroyed attempts to reunify the Roman Empire, and weakened what was left so much that it was ripe for conquest by the new religion of Islam. Pandemics frequently change history, and few have been as consequential to the history of the Middle East and the wider world than the Justinian Plague. Thanks for watching everyone. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.